motion. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep it style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one, and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like,
Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin you bet.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Sit. Ready. Yellow, foot, black, blue, strike it. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Hopkins. That's complete to the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Hopkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Red, cycle. Set.
Back to throw. Hopkins. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yellow. White, grill, green. Hut.
Looking to throw. Hopkins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gonna be
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
19 Lions, 19 Tiger, 19.
To throw is Sanders.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Now Fields going to move him around.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trap 50, trap 50.
From the gun, it's Shador. That one complete to McConkey.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
4 yards. Complete to McConkey. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing, Sanders.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 58, who's here's that?
Now they'll change things up.
Watch it. Right.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
38-yard line.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set. Red, 30, red, yellow.
Back to throw again. Trucks over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. 6, mega. Drill green. Set.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Blue strike. Let's go. Yellow, 22.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
10 cycles. Set, ready. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Porter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hopkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Set, hut. Slide through, yellow, 43. Ready?
On 4th down, Hopkins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
45, White, ready.
Back to throw. Hopkins. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Black Ultra. Go pink.
Operating from the gun, Hopkins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you can answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down. 19 Lions. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Sanders. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
70 Ranger.
Sanders. Open man, that's to Slaw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
70 Lions. 60, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Here's Sanders. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That is Joshua Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marvin Mims, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you talk about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Corey 70.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got Cook running to slant. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Here's Williams to return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Sanders to throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good. 4 on Lions.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sanders. This is intercepted. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Wheeler.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60. 18. Pioneer.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. T. Higgins with career touchdown number 75. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lions. Check, hurt.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
7 Pirates, trap 60, trap 60. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That is caught. It's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
70 Ranger.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, Most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Sanders now operating from the gun. Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. This is caught by Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Second and 6. It's now second and 6 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
To throw again, here is Sanders. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Hawk, 70, Hawk, 19 Lion. 19 type, 7 type, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mixon with first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Mustang, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shador. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cap 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
Throwing, Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep the lead at 8. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Ready? Pack the 60, pack 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Wheeler. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14.
the Steelers. First down.
19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Okay, ready?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
19 tight. Go.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, they'll shift things around.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Marvin Mims with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Track.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 11, 18, 5 here. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Williams brings it in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
77. Ready.
Mixing up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
60 Eagles, 60, 70 Superbowl.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Set, hunt.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ready.
And the Steeler first down.
33, yellow, 43, 6, mega.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Blue, 32, light blue. Ready?
Looking to throw. Hopkins out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Sanders. It's complete to Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Sanders. This one finds McConkey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions first down.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man, that's too small. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Sanders going to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
18, 79 Broncos.
Now Sanders. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage by
right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Cougar 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Warriors 70.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field away.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's corner. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
60 red. 60 red. 10 strike. Black shot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
A gain of 15. First down,
Steelers. White, yellow, 6, red, ready.
Back to throw. Hopkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Check, green check. Yellow, 22. Red, cycle. Hut.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the play. And the Steelers first down.
Ready?
They'll run with Mims. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Now he's going to step up and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Lions 16.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Trap 60. Ready?
Sanders to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sanders. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Pittsburgh, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for